The price of gold has been soaring since the EU referendum, increasing by about 25% so far this year. And last week, our in-house analyst, Josh Mahoney, decided to jump on this golden rush. Well, we've got Chris Beauchamp here to talk us through Josh's strategy and how it played out exactly. Was it a golden victory?
Yeah, it was actually. We saw quite an improvement in terms of the price of gold over the course of the last couple of weeks. Indeed, that rising trend for 2016 continues to be an interesting one to watch. In fact, we were worried when non-farms came out this afternoon that gold might take a bit of a turn for the worse. It did in the immediate aftermath, but it has recovered quite impressively. So clearly, there's an appetite to buy the dips where gold is concerned. So it may still be one to watch for coming weeks, although I think we're still waiting for it to break above the high we had on Wednesday towards 1380, but certainly from the looks of it today, there seems to be plenty of appetite to push gold prices higher.
Yeah, and for silver as well. Silver is nearly at a 2-year high, so they're both doing rather well. Silver sometimes get left out a bit, doesn't it? OK, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay with the gold or currencies?
I think next week we'll take the euro, and that's clearly been one of the more interesting ones the last few weeks. But with the stronger dollar as a result of the non-farm payrolls today, you might start to see the euro actually begin to decline. We've had support come through at 110 this week. But if that breaks and if the sort of downtrend we've had off the post-Brexit high continues, I think we could see it going down towards 109, perhaps as far as 108 in the short term over the next couple of weeks. It has been unable to push much higher over the last 2 or 3 days, so I think the downward momentum is likely to continue. In terms of your stop, I think we're looking at something around about the 112 level against the US dollar. If that is taken out, then we probably start to see a big reversal to the upside for the euro, but I think we could expect to see weakness for the next week or so.
And there's so much talk at the moment about these Italian banks, isn't there?
That's another key one, I think. Not just Italian banks, but Deutsche Bank as well being talked about as a possible risk, not just to the banking sector, but to the entire Eurozone economy. So there is clear worries, I think, about what we see in the European market at the moment. I think non-farms today will give the dollar a bit of a lift as well. OK,
watching the euro next week then. In terms of this trade, where would we put our stops if we were going to have a go ourselves?
So if we do see it break above 112, that's the key one to watch for, I think, really. That's certainly, if it does move high, that will negate, I think, the positive outlook for the US dollar and will suggest that we do see a shift back towards the euro.
And at any point in the week, do you think something would change your mind about this currency?
Well, it's difficult to tell really at this point. I think we've not got that stress data really from the US or from certainly from Europe next week to really change that. So I think the onus remains on what we've seen on this session today.
All right, Chris, thank you for that. OK, so shorting the euro this week. Thank you for watching. Now, if you're a technical trader or you watch your macro data or perhaps both, you can get all your information here on IGTV for both of that and really just your trading experience as well. But make sure, I always say it, put those stops on and have a great weekend. Goodbye.